I'm Tony Kanaan, and I'm going to show you how to build my sim. I'm pretty excited about this product. We've been building this for the past 2 years with MicroCenter, and through COVID, we figured out that I couldn't be in the race car every day, but I can actually be on a simulator every day. So we built this product. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to show you guys how to assemble, and I'm telling you, if a race car driver can assemble, anybody can. I actually have not unboxed one yet, so I wanted to save this moment for us. Let's go through it. When you first buy it, you're going to get 3 or 4 big boxes like that in a seat, but let's open the first one and see what we got. Look at this. I don't even... Here we go. Don't do this at home. All right, so this is actually the cockpit part. The good thing about it, when we developed this with MicroCenter, I said, guys, you know, I just bought a cockpit. I want to go home and I want to race. So to come and have to assemble pieces, I understand some people like that, but I said, like, can we have them pre-assembled? And actually, they did an awesome, awesome job. Basically, look at this. Half of your cockpit, it's actually ready to go. So here are some particularities about the cockpit. I wanted it a very flat base and actually wide one, so you can choose where to put your pedals, if you want a heel rest, which is extremely important for your heels, and needed it to be adjustable so you can move back and forth because everybody have different heights. So it comes with a tool, an Allen tool, which is included on the kit, and it's very simple, right? So you can actually go through the bolts and you can angle it, you can put it up, put it down, move it forward, move it back. So basically whatever you like, and obviously the pedals are gonna be here. Really easy to reach, really easy to assemble the pedals. You have a lot of room in the bottom. And this is, for me, it's a pretty wide range platform. So you can actually put a throttle, a brake, and a clutch, or you can just put space out like the Formula 1 cars and the Indy cars, a throttle and just brakes, and you can actually move them as far apart as you want. So obviously now we're getting to the seat part, and which is really important because the seat also, when you talk about a sim and you have a load cell pedal and the seat that you're sitting on, you don't want the seat to flex because it's not good. When you press the brakes, you move back, or you press the throttle, the seat's moving. So it's really important that you don't have any movement. So we built this very strong seat base that I'm unwrapping right now, which is, I love the detail. Put the TK logo on it. But these will go obviously over here with these bolts that come with the kit. You can adjust them. They have 5 different adjustments. So once you put it here, you can move. Obviously the seat is adjustable, very easy to adjust. You can move, obviously it's a little hard right now, but you can move back and forth with the pedal, so anybody can, if you have 3 kids, 4 guys, or your friends, you're doing a party at home and one is taller and the other one is shorter, you can always adjust. 3 different adjustments also, if you want to incline the seat, recline the seat. Some guys have a particular position that they want. This is very personal, but I like those 3 adjustments. I personally use them, the rear on the bottom one, and the front on the top. I like the seat a little bit tilt up because it's the way that I like to drive. So extremely simple, 4 bolts and 4 nuts, and you just put it in and it's ready to go. Well, we're done with step 1. Now we're gonna go to box 2, step 2, which is, inside this box we have the PC shelf, the wheel mount, the side mount, the keyboard tray, which is actually my favorite item of this thing, the mouse tray, and the wheel mount support. So let's get to it. So designing this, I actually decided that I wanted to have two colors. Obviously, the black one is extremely common on the simulator world. But then my colors, the colors of my helmet, the color of my logo, I decided to do a green one. So today we brought, a black base and some green parts so you guys can see the difference in contrast when they're put it together. But you can have it in all black and you can have it in all green. And I have to say, I'm in love with the green. I'm not trying to tell you guys anything, but look at this. Look at the quality and look at the color. And I mean, I actually am gonna get myself a green one. Again, when we built this, I went through so much when I built my own for the first time that I said we needed to make it simpler. So it comes pre-assembled, so you guys don't have to go through the process. And again, as a race car driver, I want to build it fast. I want to build it so I can drive. So it comes pre-assembled, but obviously you're gonna have to untight the bolts and actually align, because as you can see, it's not aligned, but that's better than actually have to put 3, 6, 8 little corners and screw them and so on. So for me, coming pre-assembled like this, it's easy. I'm gonna unbolt, adjust, bolt it in, and move to the other side. So obviously, like I said, we spaced out, we aligned with the cockpit. This is the wheel mount, so it's the most important part. So basically, once you put the first one in the position that you want, I would say take a tape measure and measure from one edge to the end of the sim. And that measurement you're gonna use on the other side. So it's extremely important that they align. First of all, you don't wanna drive with your wheel crooked. Also, when you put the wheel base together here, it won't actually bolt if they're not extremely centered. So the easiest thing to do, measure one end to the other, get the same measurement to the other end, and they're aligned. We just finished the wheel mount pillar, and now we're gonna go to the wheel mount support, which is a big piece. This is what it actually supports the direct drive and the steering wheel. So this has a very particular way to build. I would say, in my opinion, is the most complicated piece of the sim to build. But if you get experience, so basically this is a piece that it's gonna go basically over here to direct drive here and the steering wheel there. But there's a little trick. So that comes with this two pieces. So basically, once you assemble, it's extremely important. There is in the instructions here, but sometimes the pictures, I get so confused that I rather actually have, I need to physically see it. There is a little corner for the adjustment of the angle of the wheelbase. The part that has the curve, always to the bottom. And basically, you're gonna put it here, and I'm gonna show you guys how to assemble this. I find it best do it on a table like this until you get them. Once you get them in, you can grab it, and you have it, and then you go through the second one, and then to the other side. So we're getting ready to put the wheel mount. There is a little trick here. Obviously, the sliders that I showed you guys before. Be careful when you put it in, because if you don't, it could slide all the way down. And then you're gonna have to so basically, not a big deal, but that's a little tip from Tony Kanaan. Guys, ideally, I would suggest for you guys to have a help with this, because it's heavy, you need to position, it's kind of awkward, but as a race car driver, I'm stubborn, and I wanted to do it by myself. Once you're done on one side, you can actually leave it hanging for a bit, tied up a little bit, because obviously you're gonna have to angle it. I would say this adjustment will be the final touch. Once you put all the bolts in, leave them a little loose, or obviously not loose enough that they would actually slide down. But then once you put the seat in and you sit down, then you adjust the position, then you come back here and you tighten back up. So now that we have the wheel mount ready, like I said, it's not tight enough. It's actually in an angle right now. I'm not adjusted until you put everything back together. Then you go back here and you can actually move the way you like the steering. I personally like it straight, so this will be flushed, and then I would choose the height, which is good because you can slide this up and down and choose how high or low you want your wheel. So guys, next step is the side mount. The side mount will be for the mouse tray, your shifter that you want to add. So basically, you will attach to the wheel mount into the cockpit. There are 3 different heights that you can do. If we move to the front, there are 3 slots in here. So basically, you can put on the top, you can put in the middle, or you can put in the bottom. I prefer on the top. I like it high. I like closer to me, especially if I'm going to be sitting here and I'm going to put a shifter. I like the shifter on my height so I can pull, or a handbrake, or anything you want to add. Now that we're done with the side mount, we're gonna go to the PC shelf. When I first got my sim, I was like, where do I put my PC? On the floor, it's gonna get too hot. On the side, it might get me hot. It needs a place. And I figured out also that you wanna be, extremely careful how you close, or, the position of your monitor. So basically, I decided that I wanted the PC behind the sim. So we create this nice PC shelf with the PC mount. Basically, it's gonna go, we have 2 big pieces, obviously with the nice TK logo. You gotta obviously position it to this is the right side. They're actually gonna go in here, and the other one on the other side with the PC tray. So basically what you have, you're gonna have your PC behind your direct drive, underneath your pedals, which you can put a little camera here to show, and you can move your monitor closer to you, which is extremely important. So we're gonna go through the process right now. PC shelf is assembled. So basically the way I did it, both sides like I showed you, and then the tray. There is a lot of adjustments. I mean, I actually personally like it all the way to the bottom. You can slide it down. You can slide the tray up and down. Sometimes, the PCs are really tall, and you can move forward to stay away from your direct drive in your wheel. So, but basically, it will be behind your monitor. It'll be better cooling, and actually you can move your monitor closer to you. Now that we're done with the PC shelf, which is one of the most complicated ones to build, we got the easiest one, which is the mouse pad. I particularly like this because I wanted to make big enough that, if you don't have a wireless mouse, or you want a big pad on top of it, you have enough area. So basically, it's pretty simple, guys. 2 bolts, and then it will be here. Now that we're done with the mouse tray, now we're to the keyboard tray. As a lefty, I actually like my keyboard on the left side. So we built it the way that we have a bracket, and you can actually choose to do it the left or the right at any time. So I will show you guys. This time will be on my left side, but you can obviously flip this and have it on the right or have it on the left. Really simple. So guys, it's small details that makes this sim to me very unique, and this is what I was talking about. And you have a tray that does not move, so you can have your, you can put weight on, you can move back and forth when closer to you, further away from you, but then your keyboard, when you're typing, this won't move. Now that we're done with the cockpit, we're gonna go to one of the most important parts of it, which is the seat. And we have actually built a very comfortable race seat, which is very, very hard to do. You got to think about it. If you're going to sit in your sim for hours, although you want a racing style, it has to be comfortable. And I spend a lot of time on the cushion, on how tight it needs to be and how sturdy the seat's going to be. Position itself, we have 3 adjustments. You can go, back and forth. You can go further. You can go. It's just really trying to mold your back, then you feel like you're really driving a race car. This is the version with the fiberglass, and you guys can see. You have the back here, you can actually put racing stickers on, and when you're taking pictures or you're actually streaming from the back, people can see your sponsors or whatever race car brand you like. And in the front we had a little bit of detail with leather and a little bit of rubber here that it's extremely comfortable. We do make another seat that it reclines for people that actually required a little bit more angle, less angle, but this is my favorite. Well, every sim needs a monitor, and as a race car driver, I want to see around myself. So today, we're going to build the monitor stand. This is a triple. We have an option for a single, but as a race car driver, I would go for the triple. This is the final single monitor stand, and obviously you can adjust the height for your 32 or the 55 that I told you, and you're ready to go. Okay, now we're going to install the arms for the triples. We have two positions. The inner position will be, if you have smaller monitors, 27, 32s, you can put it in here. Now if you go to 55s or 65s, you can actually move out here. Then you can angle it. We have all the adjusters here, in and out. You can do your FOV, how close you want it, and have a very nice immersion. All right, here we are, complete. Final product is done. Now all we need to do is the adjustments, like I explained. We're gonna have to move the pedal tray a little closer to me. I would like actually the wheelbase a little closer. The seat, it's adjustable. I'll put my 55-inch TV here, and I'll see you guys online. And if you have any questions, you want to add anything to your sim, come to our MicroCenter stores and ask our expert to help you out.